crime is linked to pollution. Okay,
Right.
go ahead.
Polluted water can cause brain damage that turns ordinary people into violent criminals.
Oh, wait a minute now. So when I pick up the paper and hear these white folks and black folks reading the news, that what happened in Chicago, what happened in Cleveland, go back and read that again. What's this scientist say?
He said polluted water can cause brain damage that turns ordinary people into violent criminals.
Okay, go ahead.
Rogers Masters,
Masters.
Yep,
What
Dartmouth,
college?
Dartmouth College in Hanover, New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
He compared crime figures from the FBI with information on industrial discharges of lead and manganese.
And once you get enough manganese, you'll kill your mama.
Wow.
Now go ahead.
He found a link between pollution levels and murder, assault and robbery. Counties with the highest pollution levels had crime rates triple the U.S. average.
So there you go, okay? All right. So you Americans don't know we are the filthiest, nastiest, ungodly folks in the history of the planet. But you keep waving your flag and singing America the Beautiful, and you have Catholics and Baptists singing with you. But the real God that created the moon and the sun and the stars is not singing with you. The Flint water crisis is not a Flint water crisis. It's genocide. Not one black leader, not nobody's. 90% of the Germans that got prosecuted for what they did to the Jews, it wasn't war crime, it was genocide. Genocide is when you try to interfere with the whole or part of an ethnic group. You had to kill them, it's alter. It's genocide. And that's what that was, genocide. And then one day we hear people talk about taking water. Why water gonna help when they got brain damage? So then all at once, a woman filed her case in federal court. And she was at home with a friend of hers and her baby. Somebody shot in the head. And then shot in the head. And she was at home with a friend of hers and her baby. Somebody come in and shot in the head. And then shot the woman, her friend, in the head. And 3 days before that, the engineer that worked at the waterworks shot him in the head at home. And I was saying to a friend of mine, they know we know they did it. But what would come out if there was a trial would be so awesome. Now that changed the whole dynamics of the thing. But social media, now somebody might be somebody that love Kennedy or love America with big money that bring in real investigators. I had North Carolina hired some of the most brilliant researchers in the world to do a thing on Dick Gregory. Not government, on Dick Gregory. Man, when they came to see me, I didn't know they'd been working on it for 5 years. They had 3 suites of rooms full of stuff on me. I never knew my daddies as well. They got my daddy's, I'll show it to you in a minute. They got my daddy's draft notice for World War I. Okay? They got my daddy's birth certificate when he died. My mother, we all lived with mom. I didn't know where she died from. They got the birth certificate and the cause of death, and my sister, Dolores Gregory, signed off on the death certificate. See, when people want, especially with the technology they got now. So when you look at killing, here's the book out here.
That's all.
This is